Yep, g'day, Stephen Carey from off-the-grid.com. Bit of a tiny house update to do with our little project, our pet project. Just want to make a bit of a video on where we stand at the moment. This is, what's the date today, about 26th or something?
20 something.
Yeah, 26th or something. That's a gloomy old Saturday afternoon. Needed to make this video for our own, probably our own purposes more than anything else. To do with our trailers and the beginnings of our tiny house. There's the cat. What are you doing, cat? Cat's...
She's got a sore foot.
Cat has got a sore foot. And Jess, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Even off-the-grid.com, we have a couple of children who are flat out all the time. Anyway, who are you laughing? Anyway, to do with our little tiny house project, we've had a very interesting couple of weeks, probably more like 3 weeks. We've been dealing and sorting through the issues and the details to get our base to spring from, which is the trailer, our own trailers, our own designed and built trailers arranged. This has been a long process. It's taken about 2 weeks longer than what we thought. We did actually, just for the record, we did actually try and buy a couple of other trailers from other suppliers, one of which was actually just a reseller, and that really didn't sit well with us, you know. The prices were still ridiculous. So what we did is we have taken the long road and we have decided to actually produce our own trailer as we had wanted to do to start with. We've come to a point where we've actually paid the money to get the materials, and you know what they say in business, it's commitment. We are committed. We have the plan. We have our own design up. They are in the process. But to do with things beyond the trailer, as far as the build goes, we have our own design plan for that, which is very economical. It will be as the trailer. The trailers themselves, I mean, I'll explain to you what our off-the-grid.com off-the-grid tiny house trailer is going to be. Our first build will be 8 metres by 2.4, tri-axle, with all corner levelling jacks, great chassis to build on that you don't need to worry about bouncing the floor or stressing the build. Axles that run out to 4,800 capacity, 4,800 kilogram. Our trailers will be over the allowed limit, which means that we don't suggest you put more in them, but our trailers are overbuilt. I mean seriously overbuilt, and they will be underpriced. And I'll leave that part of that at that. That's all I can say. But they are underway. We are in the process of getting them actually made now. We tried to buy a couple from... We're not going to drop names, are we?
No.
No, we're not dropping names.
No, because they would... Oh, who knows?
We've been ignored by the best.
Well, you could say that.
Yes.
Yes.
But as a builder of 40 years experience and you 9 years off the grid, we have been ignored by the best.
We've been ignored by
Yeah, people...
Are they the best? Well,
Now,
I question that one.
while I focus on Kerry, to do with our off-the-grid tiny homes operation, I call it operation, this is an off-the-grid build from off-the-grid people for off-the-grid buyers. Our operation, and sorry Kerry, I am focusing on you.
I wish you would.
You wish I wouldn't? Yeah, well, alright, I'll pan around to the bridge. But yeah, this whole deal has a lot of components to it. It's nothing to do with mass production or marketing. It's our own personal project. This is really to achieve a few goals and aims that we have personally, and that will be reflected in the prices that we are coming up with. But I wanted to make a couple of things clear on this archival video, and that is that we actually plan on doing a very unique, relatively unique, it's not new, hey, I can assure you, any of you people out there that think building a house on a trailer is new, or refer you to about 8 million American videos. This is not new. I'm a builder, so this whole project to me, and I know you hear a lot of tongue-in-cheek from me, I'm the I'm the king. Am I the king of tongue-in-cheek, Kerry?
Definitely. Yes, you are.
I can make fun out of the Pope. But let's face it, who can't make fun out of the Pope? Anyway, I digress. This whole damn thing for us is a building exercise. Now, unlike a lot of the people who are just marketing and reselling, and I do not include the many trailer builders and tiny house builders that are out there. We have a few in Victoria who are absolutely remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. These guys, they seriously do a damn good job at everything they do, with pride, with craftsmanship. They do the whole damn thing. We're approaching it from a slightly different angle, which may make us seem like, or may make us, be received by people as cheap or undercutting or whatever. There's nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. We understand that you can buy an off-the-grid tiny home for 60, 70, 80, 90,000 bucks. That's just the way the market is. We're not trying to compete with these people. We just want to offer an alternative. And we have an alternative for our first build because we couldn't buy 2 trailers off an unnamed... Don't
You
laugh.
just want to say it. You just want to say it.
I can't say it.
Oh, no.
We had 20 grand ready to palm off to a supplier that is only a reseller, but
And aren't I so glad that we didn't do that after actually looking at their trailer?
well, yes.
And it's so.
Are we talking about the unnamed?
It is so not what we wanted really, because
Yes.
it hasn't got a lot of the things that we want to include.
That's right.
We want, really good one.
We were going to palm out at 22,000 bucks to somebody that was not producing, but reselling somebody else's trailer with no corner jacks, spacings on the chassis that are way too wide. I'm a builder. I need a chassis that will hold a house.
Yes,
And-
we don't like that bouncy floor thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to we were going to shell out 20-odd thousand bucks to a reseller to just get a couple of trailers up quick, because I'm a builder. I'm not intending to, let's say, grind every last dollar I can out of this as a individual deal. And I've got to pan off Kerry because she doesn't like me focusing on her. You'd rather look at the bridge than probably myself or Kerry. Although Kerry's pretty good to look at. But back to the plan. We were going to shell this money out to buy a couple of trailers from a reseller who pretty much ignored us because we probably come from a different angle, a different approach. We're not a marketing company. We are actually builders. I am actually a builder. I have history. I have skills. I can employ those skills in any way I feel fit. And my choice this time is to actually build something of good value, great construction, with as many benefits and features built in as I can. So that's why it's taken us a couple of few weeks to get this together, because we didn't get cooperation from a couple of large, actually it's not large, but a couple of more obvious resellers of information. We're not a reseller of information. We're not a reseller of buildings. We're not a reseller of anything. We are builders. We are going to build these things. We have it all costed. It's taken weeks to get this together. The costs and everything, and including in a package initially that we're going to roll out. Hopefully, it probably will take about 5 weeks, 6 weeks to get this together. But it's going to be worth it. A lot of tiny home buyers are waiting 3 months, 6 months for their build. We're going to roll out a package on the initial builds that will be rather high tech, and they will be astonishingly low priced, but we are going to include the option to build in an orthodox manner, as what most people see with many other excluding the resellers, the guys that are actually knocking these things out, the craftsmen that are doing it, their prices are considerably higher, and we will be offering that as an option, only because I'm a builder. I don't have to actually, I don't have to stretch myself outside the square. I can build an orthodox build just the same as I build a house. There is nothing different. I've let the technical details to do with trailers in the hands of people who are experienced with trailers, because I am not an experienced trailer builder, although I have built a couple myself. But we've left that in the hands of the guys with the expertise. But as far as the build goes on top of it, we can build an orthodox timber clad. Shit, I'm not going to rant and rave about it. You've seen all the videos from all the other great guys out there knocking this stuff out, and we applaud those guys. They do a great thing. But we are going to offer, to start with, an option to that, and included with that option to build our way will be the option for us to build in an orthodox manner, which fits with all of my skill set, which is just a full-blown builder. And on that note, we're going to have these trailers to give you a little bit of an inkling, and I wasn't going to do any sell. This isn't a sell so much as a statement of fact. We're pulling together our first set of trailer sizes, and only one for an example. We're going to offer an 8 metre, that's 8, not 7.2, but an 8 metre triaxle rated to 4800, which is 300 over the national standard allowed, but it will be rated to carry more than the 4500. Built in a manner that has simple things that people take for granted, like floor joists that are built out of box and are close together to avoid flex. Built with things like corner jacks, strong corner jacks. Built with things like 6-wheel electric brakes. Built with things like no mudguards protruding into the floor. Most of the trailers you get, unless you want to pay 12,500, 13,000, have mudguards protruding into the floor. Ours will be flat deck. Ours will be fully fitted, fully functional, ready to build in and within without dealing with mudguards and things like that, aside from all the other things I just said. So yeah, look, it's a little...
And it'll have the 70mm ball thingy.
Oh yeah, look, I think...
but some of them don't even come with that, Steve.
Yeah, well, look, I know there's a lot of builders out there that actually don't comply for road towing. Our first builds will be in our way, our own design, based on our own experience with these materials, and they will cause our trailers, once built, to be slightly lighter, considerably lighter.
The little houses will be lighter than
the house on the trailer.
Absolutely.
The trailer actually weighs a bit more. Our thinking behind that is a stronger, heavier trailer with a lighter, more functional finished build on top that weighs not quite as much as the orthodox. Although we will be absolutely offering an orthodox build to people who want,
if they choose.
If they choose, that's right. It becomes back to supply and demand. If people want an orthodox build, we will do it.
We can do anything.
Well, only because we're builders, so we're not stretching the imagination here. We're not promising anything we can't do. But our first build and our first package. What's our first package like, babe?
Oh my God, I am so excited because there's so many people out there that have, they want to have everything, and that's fine. And we are going to be able to offer it to them. Oh my God, I'm so excited, seriously.
And will they have to shell out 60, 70 on...
No, because what do we like to do, Steve? We like to help other people.
What is offthegridnoz.com's running, what do you call it, the mission plan?
Help people to help themselves.
Help people to help themselves.
And this is one way that we can help.
Yeah, it sounds like a dreary line from
I know.
I know,
And other people may be sceptical about who we are, but people that know us know that we like to offer a lot of help, and if we can help in any way, and if that means cutting prices, so be it. We can't see $60,000 worth of anything in our build, in the builds, in the way we want to do it.
I think what Kerry's trying to say is, from a builder's point of view, when you look at some of the prices that are kicking around, they may reflect the effort and the labour that's gone into them. But from a buyer's point of view, as a builder, I can tell you that you don't have to pay $90,000 for any two or three building squares.
A super modern tiny house.
Yeah.
Double glazed windows, doors. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait to see it because I know exactly what it's going to look like. It is going to be really good. And all the added extras that we're throwing in for that little package.
Yeah, we have a
They're gonna
package.
wet themselves when they see it.
Yeah, well, we hope they don't wet themselves. But yeah, look, from a builder's point of view, there are many reasons why I personally and my builder friends sort of have a bit of a chuckle about the prices of these tiny houses. There is reason to justify some of the bigger prices with some of the more handcrafted units, although from a builder's point of view, I've built timber-lined homes and timber-featured homes, and many of my friends do the same. You don't have to pay $90,000 for a finished anything of 3 building squares, which is 300 square feet. We see shells of these things up advertised for $60,000, $50,000 for a shell. Now, if myself...
And they're not even on trailers, Steve. A lot of them aren't even on trailers.
Gary,
for that sort of price.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
The bottom line is, in the land of building, you really do not have to pay $60,000 for a 3 square shell. I don't care whether it's on a gold-plated trailer. That just isn't the case. I don't know, and myself and my builder friends do not understand why these prices are where they are. It reflects either profit or a lackadaisical methodology that causes these hourly rates and time consumed on these things to blow out of all proportion with the normal standard issue building industry. These are a building project on a trailer. That's all they are. We will never, and I will never, go outside of that thinking. This is a building project. We have a 250 square metre triaxle, fully braked, fully appointed trailer with a nice build on it that will be nowhere near these prices. That may cause some controversy, and if people go, well, I want an orthodox one, well, I will come up with an orthodox build, and I'll put it together like I put a normal house together, as most of the tiny houses are, and I will do that probably. It's still $25,000 underneath these other people. Not because I want to cut their throat, but I think this industry needs a bit of a shake-up. There's a lot of money grabbing going on, and I don't mean people working for, should work for nothing, but there is a lot of money grabbing going on. So this is the thinking behind our plan to put affordable tiny homes under people's bums that have all the features that you would normally have to pay a lot more for. So without Kerry waffling about things, she really...
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you have to say sorry.
I'm just excited.
Kerry is excited. We're both very excited. This to us is just a building operation, is it not?
Yes.
Yes.
At the end of the day, yes.
Yes, like the many houses we've built, like all the projects we've taken on for clients, this is a building operation using our skills and cost-efficient methods and offering every option under the planet to make these things a bit more affordable for people. And I'll leave it at that. It was an update, probably went a bit too far. All I can say is our trailers are bought and paid for. Unfortunately, our unmentionable contacts that really basically ignored us, well, they'll probably hate this. And we probably will mention a glass of red wine with a long neck stem glass, but we won't go there. Some people just don't want to do business with down-to-earth builders. I don't know why. We could have got started a couple of weeks earlier if we had some cooperation from people that apparently have their nose out of joint. We're not guarded about anything. All of our deals and plans will be obvious. They will be obvious in description. They will be obvious in thinking and methodology, and you will understand the heart behind it. And I'll leave it at that. It's offthegridnoz.com tiny house update. We're only a few weeks away from being able to begin operations, and that's because I actually don't hold the arc welder in my hand. We have to wait for my welder friends to do that. But we will be in business very soon with very good value, great value to be precise. Tiny houses with all the options and all the help that as we do with offthegridnoise.com, all the help that we can throw at people to help them help themselves. And I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm not going to ask you to subscribe and like, because why?
Because they don't have to.
You want them to share, don't fib.
If they would like to,
You wanna-
we would like them to share.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost them anything. They just have to go share.
Share. Well, okay. To stop Kerry hitting me with a stick, please share. And it's bye from Jess.
Oh, yeah.
And it's bye from the cat.
Oh.
Cat's got a sore foot. Jess is flat out. It's a gloomy old August afternoon. And then we'll leave it at that. If you're looking for a tiny house trailer or a tiny house build at a damn good price with some heart, soul, feeling, maybe not the big promotional, big banner flying friggin' marketing campaign behind it, but we're going to be here. We're not going to actually produce these things in mass, so we can afford to pick and choose what we do with our few tiny houses per year. And I'm going to leave it at that. Cheers from Steve. Cheers from Kerry.
Bye, guys.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
We will.
Yep. And hopefully the sun will be shining tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Do we have our flat quiche to eat tonight for dinner?
We do.
Yes. Did a video on that earlier. You may catch it or you may not.
Oh.
But we're eating flat quiche tonight, which
It's
is
omelets.
yeah. Well, hey,
Omelets.
I've only just learned to get my tongue around the word quiche. All right. Omelette. That's a biggie too.
Oh, you.
It's egg smulch in a pan. It's really flat. It's really thin. We're going to call it an omelette. We're having that for dinner. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Cheers from us. Do the right thing. Sell plenty of pizza and work hard and be good to your mother. We're out.